box or something, a new item, whatever that is, right? All right. So a couple of days ago, I was working on a website which was written a couple of years ago without any frameworks or anything like that. So it was completely HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? But there were some aspects of the site that was pretty complex to do. So I wanted to add or use React in order to make that particular task easy, right? But before that, I wanted to see how React works with an existing website. How can I add React to an existing or old website written in plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, right? So in order to test that idea, I built this simple to-do application in which I can add a task, right? So let's say adding new task, then I can add a task, right? And also remove the task that I just added, right? So remove, bam, right? So I can remove the text. So this will get me started on this particular idea that I had, right? So in this video, I want to tell you guys about my findings and the difficulties and stuff that I encountered during this particular test case. To start off, it was very, very, very easy to add React to the website, right? Simply because I just had to go to the React docs, grab a link, and then copy and paste, right? It was that easy to add React to the website, right? So in the code here, this is how I added React. So you just copy the links and then bring them directly into React. It was just that easy to add React to the website, right? And as per, you already know, you just go on and add the render stuff, and bam, the React just popped out beautifully in the website, right? Now, after adding React to the website, I had to create components, because React just deals with components, right? And it was also quite easy to create React components, because I do not need JSX to add in order to create the React components, right? I do not need JSX. All I needed was React create element, and that was it. That's all I needed in order to create components in React, right? In this instance, right? So yeah, so you just bring in your React, put in create elements, and that's it. You just go on with it, right? And everything was just the same as using JSX, right? JSX is just making this look beautiful, but in actual sense, this is how React looks like, right? So this is a component, or this React, right, without JSX, right? So I do not need JSX in order to add React to the website. The next thing that I noticed was that it was quite easy to add React to different parts of the website. So in this instance, I have this root over here, right? This is one React rendering target or something like that, right? I could also add another React rendering target to a different part of the website, right? So I can add one here, go and add one in maybe the nav bar, somewhere in multiple parts of the website, and it just works out of the box. You don't need to make sure everything is under one React component, right? No, you don't need that. You just target which particular part you want to place React into it, and you just adds it, right? So you can add React to different parts of the application, which works beautifully. It's just that beautiful, right? And also in that instance, it's quite easy to modify the dynamic UI changes, right? So in this particular instance that we have here, right? So we have this React to do app, right? And you add new stuff, right? So new item or new tags or something, new item, whatever that is, right? Then I can add this particular item. In normal JavaScript, right? In the vanilla JavaScript, you will need to actually create this particular HTML div or tag or something, and then append it to the the HTML DOM element itself. So you need to grab the DOM element, append it to it, and then apply into the website, right? So that's how you usually do it in normal HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. But with React, I do not need to go and grab that particular element from the DOM, bring it to my code, create the template, and then append it to it, and then show it up on the on the website. It's all being done by React beautifully, right? Because everything is rendered inside React, and it just pop out in the website automatically, in the same sense as you using Create React App to build the entire application with React from scratch, blah blah blah, all that, right? It's just like that. It just works, right? It just works. Now, even with all these excellent stuff that React gives you with an old website, it still comes with its flaws, right? And some of these flaws are: one, is quite hard to read and maintain the code when the site becomes large, or when you use the React code in a lot of places, right? So let's take, for example, this particular code that I have here, right? So all this is React, and if you don't take time to actually read this, you won't understand what's going on. You think that there's some bunch of gibberish that somebody has written over here, and he probably doesn't know what he's doing, right? So you think that all these objects and functions, call and stuff like that is ridiculous, right? Yeah, so it's kind of hard to truly take and understand fully what's going on here, in the sense that if it was JSX, it's quite easy to understand, right? Because instead of this React create element, blah blah blah, you simply just do main, and that would be it, right? And everybody will understand exactly what that is, right? And another problem that will come up, right, is the extra download of JavaScript, right? Because it has to download the React bundle or the React package itself from wherever it is on the internet before your actual code runs on the website. So it adds more download to the website, right? Which in some parts of the world is kind of it's a lot, right? Because there's not enough resources in order to be downloading multiple JavaScript. So this can be a bottleneck to some websites, right? To some websites. Yeah. So, and finally, you also need to understand React in order to use it, right? So which is obvious because you can't build a website using React without knowing what the heck React is. Right? So definitely, yes, you do need to know what React is, right? So these are my few things that I've come across while doing this simple test using React in an existing website. Do take note that I didn't put a lot of what divs and other things in this particular website, but I didn't want to go through all that hectic stuff, right? So anyway, so that's it, guys. So I'll leave a link to this particular code, or no, yeah, to this particular code down below in the video description. And if you guys have any thoughts, any ideas that you want to share, do leave them in the comments below, and I will get to it, right? So thanks, guys, for taking some of your time to watch this video. Thanks.